Welcome to the weather forecast for the week beginning Thursday, April 24th, 2025. This is Chief Meteorologist John Ensworth for Longmont Public Media. I think I've got a little springtime pollen going here. Sunday, April 27th is our new moon, so nothing to see in the sky. Lots of sunspots going on the sun, pretty active, with some on the side of the sun that affects us directly. We've had a little geomagnetic activity over the last week. Sunrise is backed up to 6:06, and sunset has moved forward to 7:50. And this week we've gained another 17 minutes of sunlight, so same as last week. Taking a look at drought conditions, we have had a little bit of water in the state, and so drought conditions have gotten less severe in the central west, but not much change elsewhere. We really need to see the Gulf open up for us. So much of the nation is, at least the west central, has some level of drought. The Midwest and West Coast is doing okay. Going week forward, drought's just got a little worse in New Mexico, but I didn't really notice much else on a large scale. Looking at smoke, we have a little tendril of smoke going right over Longmont by Saturday. A little bit of stuff in the Pacific Northwest, stuff coming out of Central America. All right, looking at snowpack. It's not great news, not terrible news, but here we go. Moving through. There's the data error day. I think I got one more, yes. So we got a little bump. There's more mountain snows than there were lowland snows in the last thing, so that's got us at 68%. So yeah, not great. Ski resorts are probably not happy about that. Looking at moisture, so a little better news, 88%. So we've gotten water, but it's come in the form of a liquid rather than white fluffy stuff. So 88% for nation statewide average. This map is back. You can see that the mountains got most of the moisture. This is half inch to an inch, and over an inch in some of the higher areas. And the nearby plains got some. I think I had 0.3 3 inches of water over the last week. And let's take a look at the climatology for severe weather. Oh, too far. So first week of May, we see this is actually nudging in the second tier of expected severe weather. So yeah, we're definitely in the time that it can happen. And Thursday, we have a marginal risk all the way back into the hills and up to the Continental Divide. There's a slight risk right east of Denver and east of Colorado Springs. Tornado chances, 2% of a chance of a tornado within 25 miles of any point within the green. 5% chance of, I think this is, I can just not see what it is. It is wind. So straight line damaging winds within 25 miles of any one location. And the hail of an inch or greater, 5% chance along the front range within 25 miles of any given point. And much greater chances in the Oklahoma, Texas panhandle. For Friday, we have a chance of just general convection in the afternoon, and a chance of a few wandering thunderstorms on Saturday, but nothing severe. The actual Thursday reports had a tornado out on the plains near Lyman, and some large hail up north of that and out further on the eastern plains. Looking at Thursday, we have snow in the mountains and rain with some severe weather nosing all the way back to Denver. For Friday, ongoing showers on the plains, more of a drizzly day with snow in the mountains and maybe some thunderstorms in the afternoon. Saturday, it kind of breaks up and moves east a little bit. Again, the normal temperatures, we rise from 64 to 69 degrees expected high, 35 up, all the way up to 40 for our expected low. And part of my family's going camping this weekend. Of course, they'll be up on the mountain, so it will be colder, but it is starting to get kind of nice. Don't turn the sprinklers on. It's recommended you wait until Mother's Day in May before you put water in the pipes, unless you have really well insulated pipes. For sunshine, very cloudy, drizzly, foggy on Friday, and then a very nice sunny weekend. We don't see clouds kind of thicken up appreciably until Thursday. That's when we get our next chance of rain after Friday's bit of water. Some wind on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Things are greening up nicely. We just got some moisture, so you might not see a red flag fire danger, but a week ago or two, that type of windy condition would definitely warrant a red flag alert for possible spreading fires. You can see the big low over Colorado with moisture in place for Thursday's storms. And let's put this in motion. And here we are on the upstream side of a deep trough. What's interesting is this moves towards us for the beginning of the week, but all the weather really is going to be north of us. So the moisture's not there and the lift is wrong. It's this little thing down here ejecting out of the southwest that actually is going to give us some rain on Thursday. After that, the giant ridge in the west builds, our friend for the last few years it seems, and some trough going through Canada up here into the beginning of May. There is a trough that goes through the beginning of May, so we'll keep an eye on that. And then the ridge comes back, giving us, wow, probably some really hot weather for the first week of May. So here's the cold air that's pushed down locally Thursday into Friday. There's Saturday and Sunday, it warms up. Monday, still warm, but we have this cool air coming in with that passing trough. So you'll see a little cold front on Tuesday. That you saw the temperatures were a little bit down. And then Thursday, we have some convection around, cool air east of the Rockies. And then by next weekend, we saw some convection right there in warm air. So again, it's starting to feel more like summer thunderstorms and like that. I'll have to bring the precipitatable water forecast back in. But I did bring the dew point back because it is interesting to see 40s dew points. That's pretty good moist air, and you can see the Gulf of Mexico is really starting to pump moisture up into the plains, 60s and 70 dew points. The dry air pushes in with the cold front on Tuesday, Wednesday, but by Thursday you can see 40s dew points are back really quickly to give us the moisture. We will get that time of the day. Then as we get into May, you can see lots of pretty good moisture around all of Colorado. Up to May 4th, 5th. So, yep, getting moisture. Let's take a look at the actual future precipitation, and you can see this is the big low coming in. Saturday and Sunday are dry here. The low forms east of the Rockies, and all the big stuff happens up here in Wyoming and Dakotas and Nebraska. For Wednesday into Thursday, there's our precipitation, some thunderstorms coming in for Thursday, and out they go just about as quick. We're up to May 2nd now, and you can see the thunderstorms going off. May 3rd, afternoon thunderstorms. So, yep, definitely much more of a summer-looking regime by the beginning of May. Hey, through Friday, basically this is Thursday night and Friday's precipitation. You can see a few big thunderstorms out east, and generally no moisture up in the mountains, just everything out on the plains. After that, for the next 5 days, we see some mountain precipitation, a little bit on the plains. Northeast plains get kind of skipped. Snow over the next 5 days, not much to speak of. For the next 10 days, some hint of something really moist coming in and giving the mountains and I-25 some more significant water, but it is pretty patchy. All right, so Thursday, kind of warm before the thunderstorms. You'll see the north winds coming down. Friday, cool, drizzly, good chance of some moisture, at least enough to make puddles. Then we rapidly get nice for the weekend, very low chance of anything happening, a little better chance of a wandering shower, and the cool temperatures in the beginning of next week. And then Wednesday into Thursday, this is really Wednesday night, you get your chances of storms coming back. 2 weeks out, so May 2nd to 8th, It's got us warmer than normal. That goes with the ridge that we saw. And moister than normal, especially where the convection is happening down here. So that tracks. This has been Chief Meteorologist John Ensworth, and I urge you to keep looking up.